Unit 4, Chapter 10. Water, a wonderful liquid. Water is the common substance on the earth. Nearly 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Without water, there would be no life on the earth. Many animals and plants can live only in water. Water is found everywhere. It is found in oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds and wells. It is present in the air in the form of water vapor. It is present in the polar regions in the form of ice. It is also present almost in all fruits, vegetables, etc. Surprisingly, human body also contains 70% of water. Pure water has no taste, color and odor. Seawater is salty. Water from other sources may have some or other kind of taste. Any taste, color or odor of water is only due to the dissolved salts. Uses of water. 1. All animals and human beings need water for drinking. 2. Plants also need water to live. 3. We use water for cooking, washing, cleaning and for many other purposes. 4. Water is also used as a solvent. 5. Water is capable of dissolving a number of substances, so it is called as universal solvent. Solution, solvent, solute. Take some water in a glass. Add a spoonful of sugar to the water in the glass. Stir it well. The sugar disappears and a solution is formed. Thus, a liquid that contains a solid material dissolved in it is called a solution. The solid material that dissolves in the liquid is called a solute. The liquid in which the solute is dissolved is called a solvent. Sugar, water, sugar solution. Here water is solvent, sugar is the solute and the content is solution. We can prepare salt solution by adding salt to water. In this example, salt is the solute, water is the solvent. Some substances like chalk, sand, coal and flour do not dissolve in water. Hence, we conclude that anything that dissolves in a solvent is said to be soluble. Anything that does not dissolve in a solvent is said to be insoluble. Evaporation. Take some water in a glass. Add as much salt as you can and stir it until it is dissolved. Pour the salty water into a flat pan and leave it in a warm, airy place for a few days. What do you find? In time, the water evaporates and rises into the air. What have you left in the pan is salt. Evaporation is a useful method of separating some mixtures. It has been used for centuries to extract salt from seawater. Evaporation takes place all the time in nature due to sunshine on oceans, rivers, lakes and ponds. Filtration. Take some water in a glass. Add chalk powder to it. On stirring, you get a cloudy liquid. Can we get back chalk powder again? It is filtration which helps us to get back chalk powder. Now collect a funnel, a glass jar and a filter paper. Hold the filter paper as shown in the picture. Residue. Filtrate. Put it inside the funnel. Wet the paper with clear water. Place the funnel over a glass jar. Carefully pour the already prepared cloudy liquid of chalk powder onto the filter paper in the funnel. At the end, we find the chalk powder trapped in the filter paper and clear water in the glass jar. The chalk powder trapped in the filter paper is called residue. The clear water that is collected in the jar is called filtrate. The method which we have adopted to separate the chalk powder which is insoluble in water is called filtration. Method of filtration is used only to separate insoluble substances from water or any other such liquids. Activity. Take some water in a glass. Add a spoonful of salt to it and stir it. The salt dissolves in water. Add some more salt and stir it. Continue this process until some salt is left undissolved. From the above activity, we understand that a given quantity of water can dissolve only a certain quantity of substance. Some substances dissolve quickly in water. Some take more time. Certain conditions that help substances dissolve quickly. Activity. Take 2 glasses. Pour equal quantities of water in them. Take equal quantities of sugar and sugar candy and add them in the 2 glasses separately. Which of them dissolves first? Sugar dissolves first. It is so because small particles dissolve faster. Activity. Take equal quantities of water in 2 glasses. Add equal amounts of sugar in both the glasses. Stir the water in one of the glasses. In which glass does the sugar dissolve first? The sugar in the glass in which the water is stirred dissolves first. It is because stirring helps in dissolving a solid faster. Do not stir the solution. Stir the solution. Activity. Take 2 glasses. Pour some cold water in one glass. Fill the second glass with equal quantity of hot water. Add equal amounts of sugar to them. In which glass does the sugar dissolve first? The sugar dissolves much faster in hot water than it does in cold water. Solids dissolve faster in hot water. The property of solubility helps in separating some mixtures. If you are given a mixture of flour and sugar, how do you separate them? Cold water, hot water. Separating the mixture of flour and sugar. Take the mixture of flour and sugar in a beaker. Add some water. Stir it well. After some time, sugar dissolves in water. Arrange for filtration. Put the filter paper into the funnel and make it stand in a glass jar. Gradually pour the solution into it. We get sugar solution as filtrate. The flour is trapped in the filter paper as residue. The sugar and water molecules are small enough to pass through the filter, but the flour ones are not. Now, heat the sugar solution slowly in a dish. Water goes out in the form of steam. Sugar is left behind in the evaporating dish. Flour, residue, sugar solution, filtrate, separating sugar from the water by evaporation. What have we learned? Human beings, plants and animals need water. Without water, there would be no life on the earth. Water has no taste, color and odor. Many substances dissolve in water. So, water is called the universal solvent. A liquid that contains a substance dissolved in it is called a solution. The solid material that dissolves in the liquid is called a solute. The liquid in which the solute is dissolved is called a solvent. The substance trapped in filter paper is called residue. The clean liquid obtained in filtration is known as filtrate. Evaporation takes place all the time in nature. Small particles dissolve faster. Stirring helps in dissolving a solid faster. Solids dissolve faster in hot water. The property of solubility helps in separating some mixtures. New words learned. Solute, the substance that dissolves in a liquid. Solvent, that can dissolve another substance. Solution, the liquid in which something is dissolved. Solubility, the ability of a substance to dissolve in another substance.